Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. This reading will span approximately the period of 19th to the 25 to the 25th of July, and is for the sign of Leo. Now, still trying to get used to this whole setup, so bear with me. Plus, I keep having to move the fixture until it gets right. But the whole idea of having this one was so I could move it around. Leo, if the readings resonate with you, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't joined the channel or subscribed to the channel, I'd love to have you on board. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, you can check out other aspects of your natal chart by going to, well, you only got to Google natal chart, really. That'll always be one you can use. Find out where your moon, mostly your moon and ascendant or rising, but you can also do Venus if you're interested in your love life. If you want to know anything about me, what classes I'm running, personal readings, donations, etc., everything is in the box below. We've nearly closed out July now, so we're on to the August readings. September, I'm doing something completely different. I'm not doing anything like I've been doing. I'm going to probably do just 2 half-day workshops in August, yeah. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot for your reading. I pulled it out yesterday to do a class, and I thought, you know what? I really love reading with the Rider-Waite. I still think, as much as I love all my other decks, I still think it's a great deck to read from. And I always use it in the beginners classes because of the symbolism in the pictures and the numbers. So, all right. So, Leo, what's happening for you this week? Nice split spirit. All right, so we have the Page of Swords coming through. Now, the Page of Swords is a card that can represent the air signs, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Sometimes it can be a young person of those attributes. The Page is only a messenger. He doesn't take action. It's usually a text, letter, word of mouth, conversation, but that's it, no actual movement. The Page of Swords can talk about research. You could be looking for a new job. You could be looking for a new way of doing something. You could be researching for study. And sometimes he does sort of earn a bit of a reputation as a stalker because obviously research, the sword, no communication, but just doing, no action. So somebody here is trying to perhaps, or is waiting for a message for someone here. So someone's waiting for some sort of contact, some sort of message coming through, perhaps sort of getting a little bit worried, concerned, anxious because they haven't heard from a person. This is about being all tied up in your thoughts here, not really understanding that you're blindfolded to the answer. You know what the answer is here, but you're refusing to see. And you're tied into these thoughts and feelings, but really if you were to sort of just let these are loose, if you let them go, take the blindfold off, you could walk out amongst that, giving rise to the fact all these fears, thoughts and ideas are all in your head, not really real. Okay, so some of you are over procrastinating about a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Perhaps you've been waiting to hear from this person and had no contact from them. I just feel a lot of messages coming through here, so I'll share them with you as we go. This person seems to be very focused on their money at the moment, is not making any sort of contact, not really contributing to something, and I think their silence is probably driving you a little bit mad. Okay, so here you are. So I feel that you're waiting. You're probably feeling very passionate about them. You probably are waiting to hear back something from them, some sort of contact here, but just waiting, not really focusing on much else. I feel that you have this very strong connection with this person. Perhaps, you know, you see a future with this person, but because they haven't contacted you, you're not really sure where you're going, what you're doing, how to get there, etc. All right. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune's coming out. So this is in the hands of the universe at the moment. This is nothing you can do. You just have to be patient. You have to wait until the wheel turns. Sometimes that's a really hard thing for us to do, especially if we're waiting on something that we perhaps know in our intuition is coming, but we're needing to be patient about waiting for that to come through here. Oh, I tightened this up this morning and it's so much better. Beautiful and nice and clear too. All right, so we have the Hermit card. So the universe is saying while you wait, don't waste your time. Get into doing some work on yourself. Maybe, you know, do a bit of relaxation, meditation, and learning to sort of, it's almost like self-soothe, you know, find what keeps you happy rather than focusing on an outcome. Sitting there focusing on an outcome is like sitting waiting for a kettle to boil. The more you wait, the longer it takes. So what they're saying here is you need to go about your business, do what's best for you, and just pass the time in a very practical way rather than just waiting. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups here. So the universe is saying there is something up ahead for you. Don't give up on it. Don't pass it by. I can see the Hermit shining the light on the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, hurry along, hurry along. There is a promise of nice things to come. This is the promise of, you know, a relationship. It is the promise of something happening. But unfortunately, your person is very perhaps money focused at the moment, getting themselves on top of things. For some of you, this could be a brand new thing. This doesn't have to be an established relationship. It could be that you're waiting on a new love interest to come in, and they're saying that the person that's been earmarked for you or the person in your future is at the moment trying to get their life back together again. But there is a promise of some happiness coming through here, and definitely love. So there's love here. So for those of you who know this person or have been waiting particularly for this person, you need to know that there is a lot of love here. A lot of love and happiness, but timing. And I know none of us want to hear timing, patience and everything. And what you'll need to be doing is during this time focusing on yourself. For some unknown reason, people think things are going to come to them without putting in the self-work. But what happens when you do that, you just keep getting dodgy relationships because you get the relationship to match your vibration. So if you're not putting in the energy, you're not putting in the effort, doing meditation, looking deep within, spending time having fun, getting out there and enjoying yourself, then what happens if you're sitting around waiting, you keep your vibration low. So when somebody finally comes in for you, you get someone who's vibrating low as well. And I feel, you know, if you raise your vibration, if you learn to be, you know, self-soothe, look after yourself, do what you need to do, have fun in your life, do all the things that really keep you happy and your vibration's high, you're more likely to bring in a person who is much more aligned with what you want in a relationship. Okay, so the moon's here. So when the moon comes through, we could be, there's a few different signs sitting here. So we do have Virgo, we do have Pisces and Cancer here. In fact, there's quite a lot of water energy here. So this person is very, they may be a little bit secretive at first. They may be not fully open with their feelings, how they're feeling, how they want to move forward. You've got someone who's very slow moving here. So, but there's still things that the universe hasn't revealed to you. So this is why you need to be patient. You need to be patient while things are happening in the background. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups coming through with the Hanged Man. Okay. Definitely a lot of Pisces, Cancer energy here for you, Leo. Very watery reading. There seems to be something here that perhaps you're missing. I feel like this person would come forward sooner if you let go of something that has maybe rattled you a bit in the past, something that you may have had difficulty letting go of. That may not necessarily be a relationship. It could be something to do with childhood trauma. It could be something to do with your life generally, your lack of confidence, your lack of faith or trust. And the universe is saying here that it's really important here that you put some energy into knowing yourself better. This is getting to know yourself better, really having some insight into, you know, what is it I want here? What sort of relationship do I want? You know, am I happy with things that are being given to me? Because there's this feeling here of dissatisfaction. So it could be that you haven't had great experiences in your life, and this can be vice versa for the other person too, and the reason why they're moving slowly. There appears to be here a lot of enlightenment required, and a lot of, looking deep into your soul, or looking into your psyche to really understand what you want. What does your soul want? So that you don't get into the same sort of relationships again. Maybe you want something more this time around. Maybe you want somebody who's a little deeper, a little bit more committed to the relationship. But you have to decide, so that when this person comes in, you can talk about those things straight up at the beginning of the relationship. These are the sort of things I'd like to have in my future. Okay, we do have the Devil card here. So for some of you, this is around letting go of addictions, letting go of some sort of codependency here, letting go of reliance on a partner. This is why they're asking you to be by yourself and work on yourself. Maybe some of you feel, this whole idea of being incomplete without having someone in your life. And that's not healthy either. You need to be complete to bring someone into your life. Otherwise, if you don't feel complete and think you need someone, again, you're going to vibrate lower and bring in someone who's going to fill that spot for you. And I feel here for some of you, this is not what you want. You want the real deal. So there's a lot of energy of having to go inside and have a look at these energies around, a lot of major arcana here actually. Look at these energies around not feeling complete and whole by yourself, feeling you need to have someone in your life, feeling this emptiness within you that only you can feel. Only you can feel, not feel, feel. But definitely this real need actually at the moment to spend time alone by yourself. And if you have trouble being alone, then there's, there are things there that need to be healed. But something is changing. There is news coming through, messages coming through. This is the card of hanging on and not allowing things to go. So I feel like once you let go of this energy here that you're holding on to, things will move very, very quickly. This person is waiting in the sidelines or by the sidelines. This is about hanging on to energy. You've got everything blocked here. Your head chakra, your crown chakra, your heart chakra, and you're not grounded to the earth. So it's like you're holding on for grim death here and not allowing this energy to pass. So the only way to clear your energy and to get it flowing again is to do things you like to do, spend time with yourself, learn how to be by yourself, with yourself, do things that are fun and allow this to flow again. You're blocked. And the block is stopping this communication that you're so patiently waiting for here. So it's like you're holding up the inevitable. So it's like you are holding on to something and not allowing this energy to go. And the universe is saying once you allow this energy to go, this either fear of being alone, fear of not finding someone to love, fear of not being good enough, and once you've let yourself out of this sort of entrapment, you can move on with your life here. I do see you coming in with a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, so you may have already met someone, but it looks like you're just waiting for someone here. You're not really putting in any energy. I think you're just focused on this sort of happy ending, but not realizing you can't meet someone while you need healing. There's a lot of healing for you to do. And sometimes that's when we've come out of other relationships and we're still a little bit stunted by not allowing ourselves to grow, not allowing ourselves to awaken. There we go. The Lady of the Mirror. So we have reflection and non-judgment, card 44. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by events of your life. See, there you go. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. See, vibration. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war. This is a distorted interpretation of the law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Rather, find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honour every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answers in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. And that's exactly what they're asking of you, to go inside and really look at what you want, where you are, and if you've got the life you really want to have. Have a great week, Leo.